Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly, and this has been requested so many times, so I'm going to show you a few different ideas and techniques to make your own fabric. Now, I have the few videos before this of me making all kinds of fabric for my, art doll quilts and that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you a couple new things that I have been doing. I'm going to turn my, move my iron here. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, so let me show you. So you can see here I have my fabric creations. This is from Plaid, and they come in a gazillion colors, and they also have 3D paint as well, and I will do a video on that coming up. And I have it in aqua, marigold. I picked up carnation for this next one, and for African violet. And I turn them upside down and then I shake them. Don't ask. Alright, so then I have those. I'm just going to set those right here. And now, look at this, how cool that came out. Look at that. And that's only two colors, obviously. Blue and yellow make green. But you can really, really see the colors. And I like doing that. This is a sample. These are a couple samples here. But I thought, oh, I just want to show you to see the cool, the cool things. For you guys to make your own fabric as well, because this is so much fun. And I know that fabric can be very expensive to go to the store for those of us who don't have a lot of money, and it's a lot cheaper to go to Joann's and to buy plain muslin and make your own, and that's what we're doing. So that's that. Very, very cool. And then this is a faux shibori, and I'm going to show you how to do this one right now in this video. And if you want to see any more, just let me know. But look how cool. It's very, I don't know, it's just, you could see the stitch line. It's just very, very cool. And, you can make it in whatever color. And none of them are going to look the same. So, I'm going to put those there. Now, I started this because it'll take me forever on camera to do it. You can use your sewing machine and use your biggest straight stitch and do this, which I did on here. Maybe you could see it. Let's see. Yeah. Where you could see, like, here's the line, here's where the line is, here's where the line is, here's where the line is, with me stitching, and you can see some of the little, where the stitches were. Comes out very, very cool. I'm going to do this one by hand and try it. So, to see, I know a lot of you don't have sewing machines. So all you need is some cotton thread, which you can, nowadays the dollar store sells these, and needles. And I have a needle and I have the thread on there, and I only have it thread through the eye. As you can see, I don't have it doubled up or anything like that. And then I did a knot where I started, which is, which side? And this is a very long, thread, because it's going to do all this. But if you get nervous, hey, it's going to tangle up, or you start having a hard time, you can just do each row, cut it off, and then thread it, and then do another one. And then I just had a big knot where I started. And all I did to start was, we'll start with this. All I did to start was I took my needle, and which I'm going to show you here, and I went through my first line, pulled it, and then the stopper knot is right here, so then I continue on and that thread won't go through. So that's what I did here, and now I'm almost done. And you can see they're bunched up. Look how cool. Okay, and I'm going to give you some, I know a lot of you, on budgets and everything, a lot of you are starting out, so I'm going to do 2 rows here to show you. And so I have my needle, I have my thread, and all I'm going to do is start, and I'm not measuring. Now, if you're anal, some of us are OCD about things, and a lot of you might be about this, you can definitely take some of your paint, a marker, a pencil, whatever, and mark, like, maybe you want it every inch. So you would mark your, you'd mark it like an inch here, an inch here, an inch here, and then you'll know where to go in for your stitches. You might even want to take a ruler and do straight lines. I don't care. I love imperfection. And, nothing's perfect. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle, and my last one's right here because it's coming out here. I'm going to give it a tug, and then I'm going to go in here, and this is all I do. This is just a big old running stitch, and I stick my needle in, no technique, and I just keep weaving it back and forth. Sometimes a little closer, sometimes further apart, because that's going to give you your deliciousness at the end. And I'll do this row and another row just to show you. And you would start the same way, except you would have your knot, you know, so it doesn't come through. And if you want a video start to finish because maybe you don't understand, I'll gladly do that, but I really don't think, you know, I didn't want to do that. Look how cool, just, you could see how that's going to be. Okay, so now I'm going to pull it a little bit, and then I'm going to go into my next one. I see this is where it ended. Let's go here, and again, I don't need, you know, this is how fast, right? And like I said, you can have your straight line there. You can, you know, do whatever you dig. All right, and then sometimes I push it on the table to help through if my hands are having a rough day. And just kind of give it a tug, and you see it bounce together. And you can do it, I'll do it one more time just to show you. One more time on this end. I'm going to go like this, 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 this. Some big, some little, not looking, not caring. Getting to the end, making sure my end is here. And going in. It's a little wrinkly, I don't care. Because I'm just making fabric. Okay, and I'm pulling it tight. And I have it here. And this end's not as tight as I would like it, so I'm going to go in to where my knot is and just pull it a little bit more. Let's find. Which you definitely can do. Just be careful you don't break your thread. I mean, and if you do, it's not the end of the world. You can either just do another one or leave it the way it is. So there we go. And then on this end, I'm going to lay it like that. And on this end, I'm going to pull it, and I'm just going to give it a quick going in, taking it here, doing a quick knot, and then cutting it my thread, and then putting, I made this felt holder for all my pins, my sewing pins, so I know where they are and I don't get jagged all the time, because nobody likes to be jagged. Okay, so here we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spray bottle. Now you can take this to the sink and wet it. You can do, you know, pretty much whatever you want to do. I think I'm going to lay, where did that go? I had paper towels here. I also have a mess everywhere. Because I just love doing this stuff, and these ideas come and everything, and then I'm like, well, let me try. Okay, so I'm just going to squirt this. Again, you can do this in your sink and save the aggravation, but I don't feel like getting up. And I'm lazy, and I like to get things done. Which, as you'll see as I continue on. Alright, so you can see there, and I'm going to just smush it a little bit, just so it gets in there. Right? Okay. Alright, so now you see, and we're going to go in with paint. Now, if you do not have the Fabric Creations, there are many things you can do. You can get the medium, and I don't have the, where the heck is it? I don't have it here, or it's buried. And that's my gesso. Anyway, there's fabric. I've shown it before. Fabric stuff that you can add to paint to make it fabric, you know, textile medium. That's what it's called. Right there came to my brain. Textile medium that Plaid sells, but you can get it anywhere. So you can use that if you don't want Fabric Creations. You also can use your regular acrylic paint. And I'll show you that. I'll probably do half and half just to show you the difference. So let's do this. So I like to start with a light, I got my brush, my dirty water. I'm going to have that. I'm going to start with light pink today. And like I said, I'm going to do like half. So I'm going to start it here. And I'm just going to kind of dab it. A dab will do ya. Take my brush and I'm going to pound it in. Not everywhere. I'm not going to like make it opaque throughout the paint. We're just going to add some stuff. Alright, and then rinse your brush. And then let's go in for some purple. And I'm going to turn this over. And this is my way. You do whatever way, you know, you want to do it only on one side? Of course, do it only on one side. Who cares? It is all up to you. And I'm just kind of blending it in. Like that. We're going to mush it, so. And then I'm just going to take my brush over here and kind of bring some of that purple over. It's not as bright, but not a big deal. I'm going to rinse my brush. Should I have got clean water? Probably. Alright, let's do some blue and yellow. Just do a dab will do ya. A dab will do ya. Nothing too major. And you don't have to rub it in all the way, right? I'm just kind of pounding because we want, you know, the sporadicness of it. Because I'm very sporadic. And I'll turn it over and kind of pound it from this end as well. Maybe I want some more pink on this side. This is where you get to play. Don't worry about it. It's having fun. Sometimes it's not going to come out the most gorgeous, but just don't mix your colors too much because you don't want everything to be poopy brown. Unless you want it to be poopy brown. Then if you want it to be poopy brown, by all means, make it poopy brown. And then I'll do a little blue. And then maybe add a little yellow. We'll see. Okay. La 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 la. Just adding it in. Blending and deliciousness. Okay, so. Well, maybe I want a little darker purple in here. So that's what happens. Because I don't know what side I'm going to like best. So I like to do two sides, so. Okay, and I'll just do a little bit here. Alright, so I have that. So that is my fabric. I might do a little yellow too because I just went a little boop there. We'll do a boop there. Blend that in a little bit, not too much. And let's do a boop on each side. Boop, boop. Okay. Alright. Now, let's go to acrylic paint to show you guys. Now, this is going to be like very, like acrylic paint that you have at home that you might want to use, you know, because you don't have those. So, excuse my arm for a second, and if anything falls out my shirt, I apologize. Alright, so these are Martha Stewart Satin Paints, and I love these. I just can't get enough of these. And these colors are so pretty. I don't know if they sell these anymore in the containers, but they're from Plaid. You know, they're Martha Stewart brands. Let's pick a pink, a mint green maybe, and a purple. And then we'll go from there. Alright. Go light. I'm going to have to open these. Again, use whatever you have. Whatever brand. You can even do watercolor. And if you want to, I hate taking these off. They are the worst things on everything. Look at this. How the heck? Okay, that's one, but I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to go like that. Then we'll do some Hailstorm. Oh, that's a nice name. I got to shake them first. I just got to open them. There's Hailstorm. This is, I was going to say, this has to be raspberry. Raspberry Beret. That's not what it's called, just called Raspberry Ice. Alright, now look at all that. Don't want to waste that either. Put it on there. That's the safest way to open stuff. I just don't have the patience today. Okay, clean that off. And then we have, that's it. The 3 I picked. Okay, I don't know. I thought I picked more than that. Obviously not, Kel. A little crazy. Okay, so we have pink, and we have green, and we have some lavender. So I'm going to wet my brush again. You can re-wet this, which I'm going to do in a minute. We already have some pink. shake these because these are satin and they have a little finish in them. But it won't hurt anything. For the fabric, shake this. Just going to give it right there. And I'm going to shake some purple. And then what I'm going to do, look at that. I'll wipe it on the back. Oh yeah. I'm going to mash those in. This is why I'm a mixed media artist, because everything is always covered. I'm going to mash these in just like this. Go for one color at a time so I don't necessarily muddy everything up. Rinse my brush. I still want my brush damp, but I'm going to go in for some green. Okay. See? And we could just kind of move it around a little bit. Turn it this way. Now on this side, I'm just going to show you really quickly because I know I'm going to be asked, what about if you don't have Martha Stewart? Wonder if you don't have, and I get it. We all have different brands. It really doesn't matter what brand you use. I have my old golden here that I'm trying to get through. So this is just magenta. Quinacridone, you know, I never can say that word. Here's some yellow, and this is just on the back, just so you can see. It's no big deal. It's all going to be blended together, but you definitely can, you know, use. There we go. There you go. You might want a pattern. You might want whatever you want. Okay. All right. Now just with the water, I'm going to go dark first. Usually you go light, but that's all right. Okay, I'm going to turn my iron on, which you don't have to. I'm just going to do it for quickness. And the yellow and the magenta. Rinse again and go in. And you see as you water it down. And like I said, you can use watercolors as well if you want to see me do it, or maybe you want to do it. Let me know. Okay, so you can see that's just the colors. Okay, so I'm gonna do this on the mess. And what I'm gonna do now, you don't have to do this. You can leave this dry. You can use your heat gun. You can use your whatever. But this is what I do with my iron because I just want to get some of the moisture out. And you can hear it sizzle. And that's just the water. My iron's a mess. I do not use this for clothes. It's all for art. Just kind of want to show you what it looks like. And I'm just getting some of it out right now. So I'm going to go there and just move it down the middle to make sure I get that middle. And then move this end, and then I'll show you what else I do. Now, what I also do sometimes is I will take more water. And I'm not going to do it on this one, but if you take more water, okay, if you take more water, at this point, spray water on here or put it under the sink, under the water, then you will, my iron needs clean, you will water it down a little bit more, and that's when you get this, right? You water it down a little bit more. Okay, so then all you do, and you can, oh gosh, you could fold this. I like to fold these. I'll do it one more time and show you. I fold them in all kinds of weird ways and I give it a push. I don't know if it does anything, but there are no rules, is what my point is. Then, let me take this away. All you do is pull those stitches out. And they're easy to come out. They're real loose. Now remember, this is different colors, different brands, so, you know. Oh, God, I love this. I love it. 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 This is all the different colors. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Look. Look at what we got. Look how gorgeous this is. Now, like I said, these are different things. This right here is the fabric paint. And you can see the different sides, right? Look how cool. Now, that's the light pink in the fabric creations. That's the purple, the blue. You can see some of that white where it was tangled up, like where we smushed it. That white comes through. And then look at the yellow and green. The yellow and blue that makes green, the color. Over here is the Martha Stewart Satins. Look how gorgeous. Look at that. Then if we turn it over, this is the blues, the magenta. You see? So you see all of those work. Now what I want to do is I want to kind of give it a quick, I'm just going to do a quick iron just to show you. It does straighten out, but it doesn't change the pattern. And use your ironing board. I have it over there. I'm just too lazy. A little lazy today. Use your seam ripper to get all of the strings out, which you can see here, which I like to save because I like to make, which I haven't finished this yet, but I like to make like little sandwiches and save all of them. And these are all different colors, and then I can melt this down a little bit and, use it. And this is another one. Let me show you real quick. This is another one I did with different crayons and stuff to try different techniques. And I really love this technique up here. And then that's the back. So those are different as well. And you just pull those little strings out and they come out like nothing. So easy. And look how pretty. So this becomes either a background for one of my art quilts, or I will use it as, which I might use it for either a skirt, right? I'll cut it and then I can make it like a bohemian kind of skirt or dress for a doll, or I could use this in a quilt itself. Instead of my art quilt, I can use this in my mixed media in whatever way I want to do. And I am just in love. I'm in love with these fabric creations. I cannot stand it. And yeah, so that's it. Like I said, this is a mixture of, what colors did I do? Just blue and yellow, and then they mixed with green. This is, look how pretty. This is just blue and yellow here. But I did it, the Faux Shibori. This one I just painted on. If you want to see something like this. I think I've already done a video like this though. You see? Look how gorgeous. So, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I am obsessively in love. That's all I've been doing is making fabric and art quilts, and I just love it. And I'm going to be putting up some art dolls on my Patreon. I'm redoing it. So those will be a... if you donate, you'll get a art doll quilt. And yeah, I love you guys so very much. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battles somebody else is fighting. And please give me a thumbs up and share me everywhere. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not already, subscribe. Button's down below. And then there's a little bell. Click the bell, even if you are subscribed, so you get notified every time I put up a video. I'll see you guys later. Have a great one. Bye.